Hello YouTube, welcome back to PanzerCorps, the Afrika Corps campaign, and we are now playing in Palestine. This is the Palestine scenario, and the objective here is to use our Arab volunteers against the British and the Commonwealth countries, if applicable, while protecting these oil pipelines and these pumping stations. And basically what we're going to do is protect these while trying to push for certain objectives, as well as trying to push northward. Now, this mission's not terribly hard, but it did give me some problems, some issues. I think I still got a decisive victory, however, so just kind of giving you a little overview of what we have when you start. Got a few light cruisers, a submarine, a destroyer. Actually, I take that back, 2 destroyers, and of course your core forces, as well as I said before, the Arab volunteers that are trying to protect these pumping stations. And basically I guess the introduction to this scenario, or the briefing, as it were, was that we're going to try to turn the Arab states and, men against the British rule, and hopefully cause an uprising, which will in turn make it very difficult for the English to hold on to any Middle Eastern countries that they still own. So, that being said, we have everything set up and ready to go. So let's just go ahead and hit play on the replay here, and let's get started. And again, I don't have an exact knowledge of each scenario when I'm playing them. I do know I have beaten the Afrika Corps campaign all the way through once, but it was literally one time, so oh wow, that was crap. There we go. Actually hit us pretty good there. That's the good thing about being entrenched, is even if you get defeated, you do tend to cause a lot of casualties, so. So I think this is the first stage where we actually have to encounter these guys quite a bit. They're Shermans, and the Shermans are not too bad. They do give us a run for our money occasionally. They don't pose a huge problem, but they can end up destroying some of our units if we're not a little careful about what we do, so. Okay, not bad. Advanced decently far on our first turn there. Wasn't too good. That was, however, good, so made up for it, I guess. Of course, he's trying to attack the pumping stations. They do have quite a lot of equipment here in this particular scenario, so it does get a little sporty toward the beginning, but once you get past all of this stuff, it seems to be a little easier. So lots of Crusader tanks coming in, and he's going to retreat, it looks like, 3 Stuarts to the north. Absolutely devastating, that Pioneer infantry unit. Okay, wasn't too good. There we go. almost destroyed that battleship completely there. Okay, well that worked out really well. So far they're not offering us very much resistance. The only problems we'll really have is dug in and entrenched infantry units. Everything else, if it meets us on the open desert, doesn't look like it stands much of a chance. Good shot. And you got a couple kills there, so not too bad. Waiting for the aerial attacks to begin, which I'm sure this next turn will definitely see some of that. Chances are. Okay, so he damaged our pump station a little bit. Nothing too bad. There we go. All in all, that wasn't bad though. Ooh, hopefully he doesn't have another one in range of that. Doesn't look like he does. Of course, the Crusaders are going to give us some trouble on that right side. Nice. Also really nice. Anti-aircraft is absolutely devastating at this point. Okay. Attack +1 is decent for our artillery unit. Most of the things that are in our way have been destroyed already, so we're doing pretty well. The only thing we have to worry about is guys like this that will give us a bit of trouble, but other than that, I think we're good. This level's not really hard, but I made some pretty obvious mistakes that really cost me a lot of time and a lot of units. Unfortunately, I do lose some of the non-core Arab units. Okay. Trying to lend some support to his ground units here. That's a big bomber, whatever it is. So the cruisers are coming in for their counterattack. Wow, that was crazy good. We got really good results there. Some Pioneer infantry here attacking into our volunteers. More pump station disaster, unfortunately. But I think we'll be able to repel them pretty good here. Alright, so getting surrounded a bit, but we do have some reinforcements going up there in the form of our Fallschirm unit. Absolutely one kill, or one shot kill on that light destroyer of theirs. That's one cruiser down, and we gained initiative +1. Attack +1 for our Panzer IV there. Oh, come on. That's 2 down. Of course, they got another couple tanks back here. Let's see, we got a cruiser and a crusader, looks like. Yep. That's pretty good. Even with one guy, though, he did manage to get a kill. Scout car goes down pretty easily here. I love those flame tanks against infantry, it's just devastating. Okay. Didn't quite finish him off, but we did hit him pretty good. It is worth it to destroy him, even though this 10 strength is here. That'll probably force a retreat from them there. Yep. 2 artillery units just landed. Spitfire's picking on us a little bit here. Ouch. Crusader dealing some decent damage there. Actually in 2 places, so it's not too great. And we just lost one of our volunteers, which is really not too great, but you are able to lose some of your volunteers and still win. Okay. Of course, even though we lost 1 volunteer, he has lost a couple, so he's lost a couple of units already. Nice. Ooh, couldn't quite get him. So our Spitfire comes out victorious in that shootout. And we do manage to knock him down, although we took more casualties than I would have liked. One-shot kill from our flame tank on their artillery there. So now they have 0 support. Need to reinforce these tanks down here, which I'm sure I'll do. Oh wow. Panzer 4G showing that Crusader what's up. Don't have enough money to reinforce, so I take that back. We won't be able to. Soon, though. Very soon we'll be able to, so it's not that big a deal. Okay. That's not too great there, but still workable. Why in the hell did he do that? Okay, so he committed suicide. Oh no, never mind, I'm sorry, it's our turn now. My mistake, we killed him. Okay. Okay, so not bad. Didn't kill him, but we also got him to retreat, which is good enough. Movement +1 for the J88. Not what I would have really wanted. Defense or attack would have been better, but we'll go with that. Okay, pretty good bombing from our fighters there, surprisingly. And the cruiser taking some pretty heavy casualties here. Getting destroyed. Minimal damage to us. I am being a little more cautious here, intentionally, because I realize I don't have the prestige to really be kind of doing what I would typically do, which is just run in there, attack everything, and you know, the casualties aren't all that important. We're not doing that here, because we can't afford to. Alright, so they reinforced the bombers here, and they're coming back for a little more. Wait a minute. I thought we didn't have any prestige. Oh no, we don't. Okay, we're good. So, new equipment has been captured. So we actually ended up with a Churchill, believe it or not, which is pretty cool. Okay. Not the greatest anti-aircraft fire, but it worked. We really need this city to gain some more prestige here. Help us reinforce some of our units. Spitfire deals the killing blow there. And they're down another couple of bombers, so it seems like once you deal with the initial wave of aircraft from the British, you usually can do okay. Now that does very much depend on the scenario, but in most scenarios I think it's true that if you deal with that first wave, you can usually survive the next ones, so... Oh, come on. We're still chasing down this paratrooper unit that attacked us. He doesn't have any more ammunition, so... Okay. Absolutely devastating them now. The volunteers have completely recovered and are absolutely destroying these guys. And I think here is where I got a little overconfident with these volunteers. Unfortunately, I thought that, oh, you know, we're doing so well that I can move up a little bit or whatever. And no, wasn't a good idea. That's my Fallschirm coming in to help those guys up the top there. Interesting, he moved out of his defensive position there, his entrenched position, to attack us. I think that's kind of a mistake. Okay, soften these guys up a bit here. Oh wow, I can't believe that didn't kill them. Okay. Go ahead and attack in the bishop here. Making some pretty considerable progress. These guys are a little slower over here where you're watching now, but that's only because they had a lot more to deal with initially than anybody else did, so not doing terrible. Nicely done. Fighter finishes him off. This is where I'm getting a little cocky, is coming in like this. They hardcore counterattack me here, unfortunately. Don't make this mistake yourself. Just leave those volunteers where they are. It does kind of help me in a way, because they pull themselves off of their line to attack me, but At the same time, you can't get a decisive victory unless you have so many of these guys alive, so this not the best idea. Wow, that scout car is like... I was gonna say he was just not dying, but we did get him. Okay. Reducing that entrenchment as much as we can here. Destroyers now have targets on the submarine. Okay, not bad. Did force a retreat and probably destruction, so that's good. Without support, you'll find that a lot of times most units, including your own, are a lot easier to destroy, so... Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, he still did well against us there. Not well enough, but he did well, considering. There we go. That made up for a lot of stuff right there. 0 casualties and a destruction of an infantry unit's a pretty big deal, so... Unfortunately, we did lose a submarine, but that's, you know, kind of to be expected. He was already wounded, and I was being a little bit reckless there, so... Anti-aircraft right where he didn't want it. So that worked out well. Spitfire tried to do some damage to our flame tank, but failed. We did get some shots on our Ju-88 though, so this right here is the counterattack I'm talking about. As you can see, he's going to wreck us pretty hard. That was, whoa, that was very, very good there, though. Okay. Gonna get us some extra prestige here, looks like. Very nice. Taking over a key town of Jerusalem. Pretty key, right? Destroying one of the Spitfires already, and this should finish off the second one. So once again losing 2 more aircraft units this turn. Tried to get rid of that battleship, didn't quite work out, but we tried. Couple of Stuarts up here. Gonna try to make a stand here with our Fallschirm. I think our Fallschirm kind of dies, but I was trying to get the decisive victory in the way that the only way I could figure on that being possible was to protect those guys. So again, another very large mistake. Still more bombers. Got Sterling there. And another Spitfire, so tons and tons of aircraft as usual. Yeah, that wasn't bad. His Valentine didn't get much accomplished, but his Grant did. His Grant devastated my Fallschirm there, so we're going to lose him. It's pretty unfortunate. Stuart going for the kill here. on the artillery. He does end up getting it. Not the Stuart, but the I guess they both are Stuarts, I think. Just different models. Bringing in my light cruisers finally to help me capture this major objective here. And this would be Tel Aviv, I believe? Yeah, it's Tel Aviv. Pretty even exchange there. Churchill devastating that Stuart. No chance he does well against that. Spitfire coming in to the rescue of our artillery here. So the Sterling did retreat. This situation is degrading pretty quickly over here. Wow. I can't believe he survived that. Pretty unlikely that he would survive that, but he did. Bringing in my aircraft if I can to help support these guys as best as we can. Get a little extra prestige from this little town here. Oh, it's not actually a little town, it's actually the town of Jericho. Okay. Trying to put the hurt on the Churchill still. Just absolutely next to impossible to try to kill off. There we go. Defense plus mode is really good. The Ju-88, that's really good. I would have rather had 3, but you know, you get what you get. Get rid of some of that entrenchment there. Still has, what, 4, this will be 3 entrenchment now, 2 entrenchment, and we're going to go ahead and attack. Got their Spitfire coming in, he needs to refuel, and that's their last airport, I believe, so he's forced to try to go over there. Ouch. Also, not particularly good there either. Man, that guy is like impossible to kill for some reason. I mean, I'm glad because I kind of need him. But... Okay. Interesting. Getting rid of the Stuart before he takes out our pumping station. The volunteers are coming up here for reinforcements. Churchill devastating yet another Stuart. Going for this northern, more territory up here. Pretty important to capture it. That Grant is pretty much out of ammunition, so we can kind of take advantage of that a little bit. Still trying to get Tel Aviv to go down here. We're pretty sure we're going to be able to take that one guy out, so now we're switching targets to the 12 strength machine gun unit there. Looks like our hunch was right. So pretty decent there. He really wants that guy dead. Grant will take his last shot before he runs out of ammunition here. Churchill just absolutely repelling every single attack upon him. Oh wow, now that Valentine is actually almost out of ammo too. So now they've actually overextended themselves a little bit too far, just as I did. And they're probably going to end up paying for it a little bit here. Definitely looking that way. Okay, so Stewart was taken out this turn. And reinforcements are on their way now, so... if we can force him to retreat this way, I believe his supply line will be cut. And he will not be able to reinforce or get any ammunition. Which I'm pretty sure that's what I did. If I'm thinking of it now, I'm fairly certain that's what I would have done. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Pioneer infantry finally being pulled out of the city here. And that is the city of Amman. Spitfire versus Spitfire. Pretty even exchange, I'd say, for the most part. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Captured yet another town for some prestige. Sherman giving us a little damage there. Oh, Churchill just took bad damage. And he's almost out of ammo now, so... this was a very good turn for us in almost every sector. Yeah, that wasn't too great, but that's kind of to be expected. Moving a tank into a town is kind of dangerous. Oh, I can just move him there, but... alright, so... the Grant will probably surrender. Nope, did not. But we did destroy him anyway. Now the Valentine is cut off completely, and our reserves are reaching them, so eventually it will become a point where they're going to just be eliminated anyway. This Pioneer Infantry unit was also cut off without hope of any help. Spitfire had nowhere to go as we took the airport away. He too was destroyed easily with no ammunition. Whoa, that was not too good there. Well, we took the town, but it wasn't easy. Churchill's completely out of ammo. This will be probably the last turn he survives. Very good. Pioneers take care of that problem easily. And the MG crew also getting taken down fairly easily. Oh no, never mind. He put up a pretty good fight. So Tel Aviv has now been captured. Ouch. Still got this Sherman giving us some trouble up here. Almost lost another tank unit. This infantry is about to get killed. So we repaid him in kind for attacking us. Pushing ever further to try to take over more towns if we can, for a little extra prestige. I think this will probably be the last of the Sherman, possibly even the Valentine on this turn. So even though we overextended, we did come out victorious because we actually forced them to overextend. So we destroyed everything they had over there. Not without casualties though. We did lose one of our core units, and we did lose either one or two of the air volunteers. So this is the last key city that we need to take. And we finally rout that Sherman tank. I don't know what his entrenchment is. Okay, 0 now. Wow, devastating attack. 7 killed. The rest of them killed with the second shot. 0 casualties for us. Very impressive attack. Valentine is removed also. Bridging engineers are actually giving us quite a fight. And that's it, guys. So you just saw the complete replay. And we ended with 151 prestige. And this unit never even moved. That's interesting. Stayed in his little strong spot there. And we did well. So I want to say that this was Palestine, I believe, this scenario. And this one, I don't think this one's particularly hard. I think if I was to go back and redo this, I could do a lot better the second time than I did on the first try. So that being said, I think if you were to play this, you could do better than I did as well. Not lose anybody, not lose as many volunteers, and still come out successful. And losing these units is going to add up, and I can tell you that as I've been playing more and more through the game, it is adding up. So I really do need to stop losing units as much as I can, and I don't think that most of the time I am doing that. I am losing way too many units, so when you see me doing certain things, I'm going to point them out so that you hopefully don't make those same mistakes if you're watching this to be playing it. If not, just blabbing on. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time, and as always, have a good one.